Syria was an early Roman province, annexed to the Roman Republic in 64 BC by Pompey in the Third Mithridatic War following the defeat of Armenian king Tigranes the Great. Following the partition of the Herodian kingdom into tetrarchies in 06 AD, it was gradually absorbed into Roman provinces, with Roman Syria annexing Iturea and Trachonitis. Later, in 135 AD, in the aftermath of the Bar Kokhba revolt, Syrian province was merged with Judea province, creating the larger province of Syria Palestina, Provincia Syria. During the Principate, one province. During the early empire, the Roman army in Syrian accounted for 3 legions with auxiliaries. They defended the border with Parthia. Syrian province forces were directly engaged in the Great Jewish Revolt of 6670 AD. In 66 AD, Cestius Gallus, the legate of Syria, brought the Syrian army, based on 12 fulminator, reinforced by auxiliary troops, to restore order in Judea and quell the revolt. The legion, however, was ambushed and destroyed by Jewish rebels at the Battle of Beth Horon, a result that shocked the Roman leadership. The future emperor Vespasian was put in charge of subduing the Jewish revolt. In the summer of 69, Vespasian, with the Syrian units supporting him, launched his bid to become Roman emperor. He defeated his rival Vitellius and ruled as emperor for 10 years when he was succeeded by his son Titus. Syria Palestina was established by the merger of Roman Syria and Roman Judea, following the defeat of the Bar Kokhba revolt in 135. 2 provinces. The Syrian army took part in the quelling of the revolt in 132 to 136, and in the aftermath, the Emperor Hadrian added the greatly depopulated province of Judea to Syria and renamed the provinces Syria Palestina, Provincia Syria Coel. The governor of Syria retained the civil administration of the whole large province undiminished, and held for long alone in all Asia a command of the first rank. It was only in the course of the 2nd century that a diminution of his prerogatives occurred, when Hadrian took one of the 4 legions from the governor of Syria and handed it over to the governor of Palestine. It was Severus who at length withdrew the first place in the Roman military hierarchy from the Syrian governor, after having subdued the province amidst resistance from the capital Antioch in particular. He ordained its partition into a northern and a southern half, and gave to the governor of the former, which was called Coel Syria, 2 legions. To the governor of the latter, the province of Syrophoenicia, 1 legion. 3 provinces. The Emperor Septimius Severus divided up Roman Syria in the fashion it would remain until the rule of the Tetrarchs. Under his reign it was divided into 3 parts: Coel Syria in the north with Antioch as its provincial capital, Syria Phoenicia with Tyre as the provincial capital, and in the south Syria Palestina with Caesarea Maritima as the provincial capital. From the later 2nd century, the Roman Senate included several notable Syrians, including Claudius Pompeianus and Avidius Cassius. Syria was of crucial strategic importance during the crisis of the 3rd century. In 244 AD, Rome was ruled by a native Syrian from Philippopolis in the province of Arabia Petraea. The emperor was Marcus Lulius Philippus, more commonly known as Philip the Arab. Philip became the 33rd emperor of Rome upon its millennial celebration. Roman Syria was invaded in 252–253 after a Roman field army was destroyed in the Battle of Barbalissus by the king of Persia Shapur I, which left the Euphrates River unguarded and the region was pillaged by the Persians. In 259–260, a similar event happened when Shapur I again defeated a Roman field army and captured the Roman Emperor Valerian, alive at the Battle of Edessa. Again Roman Syria suffered as cities were captured, sacked and pillaged. From 268 to 273, Syria was part of the breakaway Palmyrene Empire. Aftermath. dominate following the reforms of Diocletian. Syria Coel became part of the Diocese of Oriens sometime between 330 and 350. The province of Euphratensis was created out of the territory of Syria Coel along the western bank of the Euphrates in the former realm of Commagene, with Hierapolis as its capital. Syria in the Byzantine Empire. After c. 415 Syria Coel was further subdivided into Syria I, with the capital remaining at Antioch, and Syria II or Syria Salutaris, with capital at Apamea on the Orontes. In 528, Justinian I carved out the small coastal province Theodorias out of territory from both provinces. The region remained one of the most important provinces of the Byzantine Empire. It was occupied by the Sassanids between 609 and 628, then recovered by the Emperor Heraclius, but lost again to the advancing Muslims after the Battle of Yarmouk in the fall of Antioch. The city of Antioch was recovered in 963 AD along with many other parts of the country. A reconquest undertaken by the Fatimid Caliphate in the 970s retook most parts of Syria from the Byzantines. However, the Byzantine Emperor Basil II reconquered all of Syria from Muslims by 1000 AD. Frequent rebellions, however, weakened Byzantine control over Syria. By 1045 only the city of Antioch remained Byzantine. Ultimately the Turks took Antioch in 1084. Antioch was recovered again in the 12th century. However, by that time the city was regarded as part of Asia Minor and not Syria. Episcopal sees. Ancient episcopal sees of the late Roman province of Syria Prima listed in the Annuario Pontifico as titular sees. Anasartha, Barcasis, Beroea, Chalcis in Syria, Gabala, Gabula, Gindarus, Laodicea in Syria, Salamias, Seleucia Peria. Ancient episcopal sees of the late Roman province of Syria Secunda listed in the Annuario Pontifico as titular sees. Apamea in Syria, the Metropolitan Archdiocese, Arethusa, Balani, Epiphania in Syria, Larissa in Syria, Mariama, Raphani, Seleucobellus,